This incident happened to me about a year ago. It was the time of our final exams, and I still had a lot of preparation left to do. Normally, our school library would close at 5 p.m., but during exam season, the school decided to keep it open until midnight, so students could study late if they wanted. Since my house was close to the school, I preferred studying in the calm silence of the library instead of at home. That day, I reached the library around 6 in the evening and got busy preparing for my exams. Time passed so quickly that I didn't even realize it was already 10 p.m. I had never stayed that late before. Usually, I left by 8, and even at that time, there would still be a few students around. But at 10 p.m., the library was completely empty. I only had about 15 minutes of work left, so I thought I'd finish quickly and then head home. Just as I was focused on my notes, I heard something strange, like footsteps, but uneven, almost like someone was limping. Fear rushed through me. I quickly packed my books and hurried out of the library. There's a long corridor outside, and at the end of it, if you turn right, you reach the exit door. I was almost at the exit when I noticed a woman standing at the very end of the corridor. I couldn't see her face clearly, but the closer I got, the more uneasy I felt. Finally, I called out, "Who's there?" The moment I spoke, she vanished. My heart was pounding, but I tried to calm myself and kept walking until I finally stepped out of the school. Strangely, the street outside was completely deserted. Normally, even at night, that road had people walking by or at least a few vehicles passing. But that night it was just me, alone. I kept my head down, walking faster, when suddenly I noticed a long shadow stretching toward me on the ground. My body froze. Slowly, I raised my eyes and saw a woman walking ahead of me. Something about her wasn't right. She moved painfully slow, dragging her legs as if her body was twisted. Her clothes were torn and dirty, her hair was wild and unkempt, and her hands looked bent out of shape. I didn't dare to get closer. My gut told me something was terribly wrong. I was about to turn back when she suddenly stopped, turned her head slightly, and in a low, cracked voice asked, "Have you seen my daughter?" My mouth went dry. I couldn't speak. My brain just stopped working. Somehow I managed to raise my hand and point in the opposite direction. "Over there," I whispered. The woman slowly limped away in that direction. She kept going farther and farther until she disappeared into the darkness. I didn't wait another second. I ran as fast as I could, hoping to find someone, anyone. My only thought was to escape. But just as I thought I was safe, a horrible scream echoed from the distance. "She is here." The next thing I remember, I was lying on the ground outside my house. My neighbor had found me unconscious and carried me back home. Later, he told me something chilling. Years ago, in 1999, there was a woman named Margaret who lived nearby. She had a young daughter who also studied at our school. One day, the little girl had a tragic accident while playing and died. Margaret couldn't bear the loss. She fell into despair and passed away soon after. Since then, people say her ghost has been seen wandering around the school and nearby streets, searching for her lost child, calling out for her again and again. And on that night, I believe, I saw her with my own eyes.